Hi, all, and welcome to Monday Night's Treasure Vortex. Usually with Gypsy Jules from Zero Discrimination, as well as her website, gypsydigs.com, and myself, Amanda Digger Degaz. Tonight, Gypsy is traveling back from Digstock, so therefore, I don't believe she's going to end up being on. She said she might end up messaging me, and I'll bring her in. But if she doesn't, it's all right. We've got two awesome guests tonight. We have Get That Treasure, Joe Cannon, and Carolina Tom 13. So everybody give a warm welcome to Joe and Tom. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Amanda.
I heard you all were at a fun event this weekend.
Yeah, Digstock 9. What a good time it was. It was a good weather and good fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had good food. The hunting conditions were very nice on Saturday and Sunday.
Awesome. Very cool. And did either of you end up walking over something good?
I got a couple silvers. I got a quarter and a dime. It was a Merc and a Washington. I mean, that was decent. And then I think we all got Rains guides and flat button or two and buckles.
Awesome. So two
Yeah,
silvers.
I got a great seal button and Mercury dime.
Awesome. So neither of you ended up being skunked, so that's great. And I heard from a little birdie that you all that she had seen you there. So you guys bumped into Gypsy.
We did. We were on the same field on Sunday, and there was a little spot out there full of coins. Turned out to be better than I thought it would be.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. An old house site, or?
I don't know what it was. On the map, they didn't have anything, but there was bricks everywhere and pottery, and I found a mix of like Wheaties and progressively into the 70s, and that's about it. And on that field, I think 3 flat buttons were found on that field, so it was a pretty good mix there.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. So, can Tom, you want to start it off on where you all located?
Where we're from?
Yes, please.
Yeah. We both live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've lived here all my life, and been metal detecting. It's my 11th season of metal detecting. So, Joe.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
how many years have you been metal detecting?
I've been. I guess I started in the beginning of the pandemic, so I've been hunting almost daily since March of 2020 between here and I also hunt in Dallas, Texas a lot.
All right. So you travel a bit.
A little bit.
And Tom, you're just a little bit behind me, which is you both on Instagram have some amazing posts. So I can't wait to have everyone see that. But yeah, all right. Go ahead.
Sometimes it feels like you do a lot of work and you don't have a whole lot to show for it. I guess when you kind of look back in retrospective, there is you do have a lot of finds and a lot of relics filled up. I enjoy getting out there and of course hanging out with somebody like Joe. It's just a good time.
Yeah. So now, how long have you two been digging together as going out buddies, finding places?
Well, it's been a while. I mean, I think I met Tom. Well, I'll tell you the story how I met him. I was metal detecting with my brother and a friend of mine at this school. Tom pulled up, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And so we started talking. He told us how the particular school had been hunted a bunch. And we got to talking about buttons. Little did I know that in my pocket, I had a North Carolina Military Institute cuff button. I just thought it was like a little black nugget. That's how nasty it was. And I got his number and I don't know, hit him up one weekend and I was like, let's dig. And I don't even think that worked out. At first, he was very hesitant to hang out with me and dig with me. I'll tell you that much. And then over time, we just started hunting together. And then it would be like Saturday mornings. Let's go hunt. Where are we hunting at? And then that was it, pretty much, I think.
You know how it was, a man, that when he showed up, he didn't know what he was doing. He had a Confederate button. I was like, that's enough. I ain't hunting with this dude. I was like, it's not just going to come. This shit ain't going to go good. So, yeah, he had an awesome Confederate button in his pocket and didn't know what it was. So you could have followed the little stream of tears all the way home.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So he had some beginner's luck, eh?
Yeah, no kidding. Oh. So the button's real rare. The Institute was only around maybe 5 years. It's got a little hornet's nest on it because there's known to be a hornet's nest around here if you stir us up. It's a really, really, really great little item. And he had it right in his pocket. Sure, I was shaking my head.
It's awesome. So, Tom.
Yeah, I remember later that night looking it up and then texting Tom. I'd be like, man, this is worth some money, I think.
So wait, Tom, you didn't tell him it was a significant find?
I offered him $25 for it and told him I was really good. But yeah, he was able to figure out what it was, unfortunately, and that opportunity dissipated.
Oh. So, Tom, what machine are you using right now? Or what machine did you start with?
Well, I got in Christmas maybe of 2013, one of my friends who was younger than me said, I used to metal detect my dad. So I said, all right, I'll get a little metal detector. We'll go check it out. So I got a little bounty hunter. We went metal detecting a couple times. Got a few coins. I was like, the little bounty hunter's not going to do it. So, like, I guess it was like Ringy and KG were maybe on TV at that time. So I started looking at got AT Pro and got on the internet. You got involved with TreasureNet and went through for about 3 or 4 months. Got a Deus and never used anything else until Deus 2 got here. Now that's all I use. So I've always used Deus, and I find it just to be the easiest thing. I mean, not that I know any of the other ones, but I like it. It works good for me.
Awesome. And you, Joe, what'd you start with, or what are you currently using?
Well, I started with a Garrett Ace 150 that I'd traded something. I gave it to my father. He passed away. I'm clearing out the stuff, and I see this detector, and I was like, okay, it's the pandemic. What am I going to do? So I threw some batteries in it. And I started hitting coins left and right. And then I was like, okay, well, then I'll just go ahead and I'm going all in. I got an AT Max. Mm-hmm. And then I got an XP-ORX used. And I was like, I'm never swinging that like 5-pound machine again. And I just started finding stuff left right with it. I never went back. And then the Deus 2 came out. And I got the Deus 2. And then Tom saw me with the Deus 2. Like, okay, I'm getting a Deus 2 too. That's how that happened.
That's not true. I was trying to let him have a head start because I felt sorry for him.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's true.
All right. Well, all right. So you're both swinging the Deus 2. So were you new to the Deus? Basically, you didn't get the first Deus before you got the second?
Me? Yeah. I went from the ORX to the Deus.
ORX. Yeah, the ORX is a good machine. I did. So
I found a lot of good stuff with that.
Have you? So what was your Joe, what was your first find? What was your first find period with any of the machines?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a penny. I really don't remember like my first find, but I remember the first time I flipped open a plug with a gold ring in it, and I was in a sidewalk strip, and I popped it open, and there was this Art Deco 18 karat gold puffer ring looking at me, and And I weighed it. It was like 10 grams. And I was like, wow, this is nuts. I got a chunk of gold. And that was cool. That was a good day.
That is cool. And Tom, what about you? What was do you remember your first find?
Yeah, I mean, I remember my first silver coin. It was a 1903 Barber dime, and I had the faintest idea what it was, and I picked it up and it said 1 dime on it, and I said, well, and I looked and I said, well, that's a Barber coin. I said, I thought we were going to find Mercs or something like that, but I was like, I guess we're only going to find Barbers, huh? And of course, I didn't see another Barber coin for the year and a half or something, but yeah, it was 03 Barber dime, and when I relatively first got started, I found a 14 karat gold and amethyst ring on the walking trail at one of the high schools, and I mean it's really nice. And that was to think you could find a $1,000 ring laying on the ground. That was quite shocking to me. Probably 3 months in, and I was just shocked by that.
That both gold rings, both of you scored gold. That's awesome. I know people still detecting who haven't found gold yet. So that's awesome. Very awesome. And then so let's see. Tom, could you tell me about probably have you found a creepy find or a crazy find at all?
Yeah, we had a discussion about this, excuse me, while hunting down near Charleston on a plantation site. There's all kind of stuff laying around. So over in one of these corners, there's a few bricks laying on the ground. So as I go over there and I look at them, I notice they're kind of homemade-y looking, and they're not the correct size. They're not standard size bricks. So as I pick them up, look at them, I'm like, oh, homemade bricks. Well, when I pick it up, I can see there's a thumbprint, an indentation where the person picked up the same way I did, just by the corner. When you look at it really close, you can see the ridges from the thumb that was on the brick. So obviously the brick was made by a slave. They weren't white people didn't make bricks in Charleston, during the plantation time. That I can guarantee you. So it's a slave's fingerprint on this brick. So that just kind of made me think. That one just made me shake my head a little bit. And of course, I put the brick down. Everybody was like, "Did you take it home?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I put that down and walked away." I was like, "I don't want no part of that."
That's understandable. Don't want to bring that home.
Yeah, they were like, I got a picture of it. They're like, it's really. I was like, no way. I said, I held that thing for about 5 seconds, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's about enough of that. And I was like, do. Yeah, bad juju.
And what about you, Joe? Any crazy or creepy finds?
I found a real creepy baby photo. So it was this black and white. It was a picture in a frame. I was with Tom, and I dug the hole, pulled it out, and it was this picture frame, a small picture frame, and there was just this picture of this little girl. It looks like a little girl from probably the 1930s, black and white photo, and it's just creepy. It's creepy because when you pull a photo out of the ground, you don't expect